It's your girl Queen, reminding you guys to connect with us on patreon.com/TMG Fam, where you can get full exclusive access to all content, bonus videos, behind the scenes, vlogs, lives, and so much more.
What's good, TMG Fam? It's your boy Ellen Queen, and we back with another reaction, man. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, your hands are cold. What are you doing?
Just thought I should
I left it on. No, I left it on. I left it. No, you ain't gotta share. You ain't gotta share. Keep it to yourself. Listen, man. We back with another reaction video, man. The I don't know, what should we call him right now? The philosopher, the I don't know, more like a professor. George Carlin, man. I don't know, man. It's a bunch of different adjectives that jump out when you think about George Carlin. But today we're gonna be checking out Flying live from NYC 92. We're gonna check that video out per you guys' suggestions. And we got another prank call from Mr. Roy Wood Jr. This one is Raising Skeezers.
Lord. As long as it isn't about nasty food again, we good.
Oh, yeah. The whole biting into it.
Let's leave that alone.
I mean, they bit into it. It's biting into roaches. Roaches. You know, some people say roaches. All right, let's get into the video. Here we go. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button and make sure the kids are out the room. We forgot to say that. Tell the Queen said get out. Tell them kids, Queen want them out. All right, here we go.
I didn't say that.
Something else we have in common. Flying on the airlines and listening to the airlines announcements and trying to pretend to ourselves that the language they're using is really English. Doesn't seem like it to me. Whole thing starts when you get to the gate. First announcement. We would like to begin the boarding process. Extra word, process. Not necessary. Boarding is enough. We'd like to begin the boarding. Simple, tells the story. People add extra words when they want things to sound more important than they really are. Boarding process. Sounds important. It isn't. Just a bunch of people getting on an airplane. People like to sound important. Weathermen on television talk about shower activity. Sounds more important than showers. I even heard one guy on CNN talk about a rain event. Swear to God. He said, Louisiana's expecting a rain event. I thought, holy shit, I hope I can get tickets to that. Emergency situation. News people like to say, police have responded to an emergency situation. No, they haven't. They've responded to an emergency. We know it's a situation. Everything is a situation. Anyway, as part of this boarding process, they say, we would like to pre-board. Well, what exactly is that anyway? What does it mean to pre...
You all right?
I'm cold. It is freezing down here.
You all right? You jumping like, you ain't called priest or something? You get you exercise or something?
Yeah, you have it too cold.
I'm pointing it right at you. You feel it now?
Yes, I feel it now.
All right, it's coming at you.
Good.
You good now?
Yes.
All right.
Kept saying I'm cold.
Pre-board, you get on before you get on? That's another complaint of mine. Too much use of this prefix pre. It's all over the language now. Pre this, pre that. Place the turkey in a preheated oven. It's ridiculous. There are only two states an oven can possibly exist in, heated or unheated. Preheated is a meaningless fucking term. It's like pre-recorded. This program was pre-recorded. Well, of course it was pre-recorded. When else are you going to record it? Afterwards? That's the whole purpose of recording, to do it beforehand.
He's not particularly like a glass half full kind of guy. It's either full or it's not full. He's not a half full kind of guy.
Otherwise it doesn't really work, does it? Pre-existing, pre-planning, pre-screening. You know what I tell these people? Pre-suck my genital situation.
Oh, that's my guy right there. Hold on.
I can hear him saying that.
I would love to be everywhere that he says that to somebody.
I don't think now you would. Just saying.
Seriously.
Just saying.
And they seem to understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, as part of this pre-boarding, they say, we would like to pre-board those passengers traveling with small children. But what about those passengers traveling with large children? Suppose you have a 2-year-old with a pituitary disorder. You know, a 6-foot infant with an oversized head. Kind of kid you see in the National Enquirer all the time. Actually, with a kid like that, I think you're better off checking him right in with your luggage at the curb, don't you? Well, they like it under there. It's dark. They're used to that. About this time, someone is telling you to get on the plane. Get on the plane, get on the plane. I say, fuck you, I'm getting in the plane. In the plane. Let Evel Knievel get on the plane. I'll be in here with you folks in uniform. There seems...
You want to put me on a plane after all the ideas that he's giving me right now?
Yes.
You still want to put me on a plane?
Yep.
Make me sick.
to be less wind in here. They might tell you you're on a non-stop flight. Well, I don't think I care for that. No, I insist that my flights stop. Preferably at an airport. It's those sudden, unscheduled cornfield and housing development stops that seem to interrupt the flow of my day. Here's one they just made up. Near miss. When two planes almost collide, they call it a near miss. It's a near hit. A collision is a near miss. Look, they nearly missed. Yes, but not quite. They might tell you your flight has been delayed because of a change of equipment. Broken plane. Tell me to put my seat back forward. Well, I don't bend that way. If I could put my seat back forward, I'd be in porno movies. Then they mentioned carry-on luggage. First time I heard carry-on, I thought they were going to bring a dead deer on board. I thought, what the hell do they mean with that? Don't they have the little TV dinners anymore? Then I thought, carry on, there's going to be a party. People are going to be carrying on the plane. Well, I don't care for that. I like a serious attitude on the plane, especially on the flight deck, which is the latest euphemism for cockpit. Can't imagine why they wouldn't want to use a lovely word like cockpit, can you? Especially with all those stewardesses going in and out of it all the time. There's a word that's changed, stewardess. First it was hostess, then stewardess, now it's flight attendant. You know what I call them? The lady on the plane. Sometimes it's a man on the plane now. That's good, equality. I'm all in favor of that. Sometimes they actually refer to these people as uniformed crew members. Uniformed, as opposed to that guy sitting next to you in the Grateful Dead t-shirt and the fuck you hat. Who's working on his 9th little bottle of Kahlua, I might add. As soon as they close the door to the aircraft, that's when they begin the safety lecture. I love the safety lecture. This is my favorite part of the airplane ride. I listen very carefully to the safety lecture, especially that part where they teach us how to use the seat belts. Imagine this. Here we are, a plane full of grown human beings, many of us partially educated, and they're actually taking time out to describe the intricate workings of a belt buckle. Place the small metal flap into the buckle. Well, I asked for clarification at that point. Open it, please. Open it. Yes, thank you very much. Did I hear you correctly? Did you say place the small metal flap into the buckle, or place the buckle over and around the small metal flap? I'm a simple man. I do not possess an engineering degree, nor am I mechanically inclined. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Please continue with the wonderful safety lecture. Seatbelt. High-tech shit. The safety lecture continues. The next thing they do, they tell you to locate your nearest emergency exit. I do this immediately. I locate my nearest emergency exit, and then I plan my route. You have to plan your route. It's not always a straight line, is it? Sometimes there's a really big fat fuck sitting right in front of you. Well, you know you'll never get over him. I look around for women and children, midgets and dwarfs, cripples, war widows, paralyzed veterans, people with broken legs, anybody who looks like they can't move too well. The emotionally disturbed come in very handy at a time like this. You might have to go out of your way to find these people, but you'll get out of the plane a lot goddamn quicker, believe me. I say, let's see. I'll go around the fat fuck, step on the widow's head, push those children out of the way, knock down the paralyzed midget, and get out of the plane where I can help others. I can be of no help to anyone if I'm lying unconscious in the aisle with some big cocksucker standing on my head. I must get out of the plane, go to a nearby farmhouse, have a Dr. Pepper, and call the police. The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event, this is a very suspect phrase, especially coming as it does from an industry that is willing to lie about arrival and departure times. In the unlikely event of a sudden change in cabin pressure, roof flies off. An oxygen mask will drop down in front of you. Place the mask over your face and breathe normally. Well, I have no problem with that. I always breathe normally when I'm in a 600-mile-an-hour uncontrolled vertical dive. I also shit normally. Right in my pants! They tell you to adjust your oxygen mask before helping your child with his. I did not need to be told that. In fact, I'm probably going to be too busy screaming to help him at all. This will be a good time for him to learn self-reliance. If he can program his fucking VCR, he can goddamn jolly well learn to adjust an oxygen mask. Fairly simple thing, just a little rubber band in the back is all it is. Not nearly as complicated as, say, for instance, a seatbelt. The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event of a water landing. Well, what exactly is a water landing? Am I mistaken, or does this sound somewhat similar?
Maybe you shouldn't be watching this.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that too.
I think we should just stop right now. Let's just
Nah,
go
we
ahead
10 minutes in. You got 6 minutes left. We might as well finish it. You've already scared me.
You'll be fine.
Or two crashing into the ocean.
Crashing into the ocean.
Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Well, imagine that. My seat cushion. Just what I need. To float around the North Atlantic for several days. Clinging to a pillow full of beer farts. Thank you. The flight continues. A little later on, toward the end, we hear, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Well, who gives a shit who turned it on? What does that have to do with anything? It's on, isn't it? And who made this man a captain?
Oh, wow.
Might I ask? Did I sleep through some sort of an armed forces swearing-in ceremony or something? Captain, he's a fucking pilot, and let him be happy with that. If those sightseeing announcements are any mark of his intellect, he's lucky to be working at all. Tell the captain, Air Marshal Carlin says, go fuck yourself.
This is gonna be so ingrained in my head. The captain says fasten seatbelt. That's just gonna set me off right there.
Sentence I hear is full of things that piss me off. Before leaving the aircraft, please check around your immediate seating area for any personal belongings you might have brought on board. Well, let's start with immediate seating area. Seat! It's a goddamn seat! Check around your seat for any personal belongings. Well, what other kinds of belongings are there besides personal? Public belongings? Do these people honestly think I might be traveling with a fountain I stole from the park? You might have brought on board. Well, I might have brought my Arrowhead collection. I didn't, so I'm not going to look for it. I'm going to look for things I brought on board. Would seem to enhance the likelihood of my finding something, wouldn't you say? Telling me to return my seat back and tray table to their original upright positions? Fine. Who's going to return this guy in the Grateful Dead t-shirt and the fuck you hat to his original upright position? About this time, they tell you you'll be landing shortly. That sound to you like we're going to miss the runway? Final approach is not very promising either, is it?
This sounds like to you we're gonna miss the runway. We're gonna land short, huh? Yo, he gotta stop, man. He gotta stop.
You a mess.
That sound to you like we're going to miss the runway? Final approach is not very promising either, is it? Final is not a good word to be using on an airplane. Sometimes the pilot will get on, you'll say, we'll be on the ground in 15 minutes. Well, that's a little vague, isn't it?
Final destination.
Now we're taxiing in. She says, welcome to O'Hare International Airport. Well, how can someone who is just arriving herself possibly welcome me to a place she isn't even at yet? Doesn't this violate some fundamental law of physics? We're only on the ground 4 seconds. She's coming on like a fucking mayor's wife. Where the local time... Well, of course it's the local time. What did you think we were expecting? The time in Pango Pango? Enjoy your stay in Chicago or wherever your final destination might be. All destinations are final. That's what it means. Destiny, final. If you haven't gotten where you're going, you aren't there yet. The captain has asked. More shit from the bogus captain. You know, for someone who's supposed to be flying an airplane, he's taking a mighty big interest in what I'm doing back here. That you remain seated until he has brought the aircraft to a complete stop. Not a partial stop. Because during a partial stop, I partially get up. Continue to observe the no smoking sign until well inside the terminal. It's physically impossible to observe the no smoking sign, even if you're standing just outside the door of the airplane. Much less well inside the terminal. You can't even see the fucking planes from well inside the terminal.
Huh?
He's not helping. It's a bad influence. I shouldn't have did this.
Which brings me to terminal. Another unfortunate word to be used in association with air travel. And they use it all over the airport, don't they? Somehow I just can't get hungry at a place called the Terminal Snack Bar. But if you've ever eaten there, you know it is an appropriate name. Okay.
See, I never thought about that. That word terminal is used a lot around there, airports and stuff like that. They should change the wording, make it more bright and appealing. You know, you want to keep your people calm, not throw out words like terminal, destination, final, stop. Let's keep going though.
Are you done?
Hey, radio DJ, quit stealing my cousin pranks. Give him credit.
RoyWoodJr.com.
RoyWoodJr.com.
Suckers.
Hello?
Yes, I need to speak with Wanda, please.
Speaking.
Wanda, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Johnny Hurston. I'm one of the academic advisors and student counselors up here at Community College. Where your daughter goes, your daughter Barbara.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, I spoke with Barbara in regards to her sister, Elise. Now, her sister just gave birth to a little baby. Said the name was Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just want to talk to you as two adults as to why you have these two women in your house and one of them is getting pregnant. I don't want that to happen to Barbara because you done already raised Elise wrong. She ain't married.
What your name is?
My name is Johnny Hurston.
Mr. Hurston.
Yes, ma'am.
And you asking me what?
Okay. I didn't know where that was going. Like, you called her about her child. Then
Commits to telling her she raised her wrong.
and then then about another child. That was just whoa. Okay.
It's wrong. She ain't
What
married.
your name is?
My name is Johnny Hurston.
Mr. Hurston.
Yes, ma'am.
And you asking me why is one of my daughters getting pregnant? You don't want the other one to get like that.
Well, I'm just trying to look out for Barbara because when them kids have them babies, it's harder to get their education. And see, you done already raised one heifer, and I don't want you to raise two.
I raised a heifer.
Well,
And
she
you
ain't.
don't want Barbara to get pregnant.
Yeah, I don't want her to be no either.
You know what? I think you dialed the wrong number. I'm trying to hold my composure, but it's getting to a point where I'm getting ready to open up the back door and I'm gonna light your ass up, and you ain't gonna never call here again about Barbara or Elise.
Well, take us out that back door then. If you want to, I'm trying to be civilized about this.
I'm gonna whoop on your ass. You got that? Because if you ever call my house again about my daughters or how I raised or
Well, she got pregnant under your watch. She got pregnant at the house.
she got pregnant under my watch.
She got pregnant at your house.
Pregnant at your ass under my watch. How about that?
Baby, I'll whoop your ass like I was. Hello?
The person you called is no longer on the line.
Hello?
Babe, I'm trying to be an adult about this, baby.
You ain't no damn adult. You ain't no adult.
I'm one of the...
asshole.
Wanda, I'm just trying to figure out why she named the baby Sierra after the R&B singer. The baby probably looked like Bobby Brown.
I don't know you, and you gonna wish you ain't never met me. See what you do.
Look, Wanda, I'm just trying to be civilized
Don't
about...
call me Wanda, damn it. You don't know me.
Babe, I'm trying to do this for your daughter, Barbara. I'm doing this for
You ain't
Barbara.
got a damn thing to do with Barbara.
I do.
She came out of my hole. You ain't got a damn thing to worry about her education. Matter of fact, I want your name and fucking address so I can have your ass fired.
Now I see where she gets it from because
Well, maybe you do, damn it.
it ain't too late for your daughter, Barbara. It's too late for Elise.
My ass.
She's a...
Barbara's ass, kiss Sierra's ass, and kiss Woo-Woo ass. You got a lot of ass kissing to do.
Elise is already a skeezer. I'm just trying to say Barbara from the same face. You keep threatening me, I might have to go to the trunk and get that act right.
When I get through with your you going to have tire tracks crossing.
Babe, I'm talking about a Mossberg sawed off. What you
I
talking
don't
about?
give a what you got. They made one, they made two. I make you eat that because, see, I'm one of them that don't believe and I'm going to kick your ass until you turn to one because you sound like a fucking Oreo. I'm a mean and you don't want to with me, and you don't want to call my damn house no more.
Okay, well, I'll tell you who I am for real, baby. My real name is comedian Roy Wood Jr. How you doing this morning, Wanda?
I'm fine.
I'm sorry for pranking you.
That ain't the way to play.
And she was still calm. I'm fine, but you know what she's about to get into it still.
No, she sounded like she's pissed. She's pissed.
Fine.
I'm sorry for pranking you.
That ain't the way to play with me.
Your daughter Barbara put us up to prank calling.
You know what? I'm not even going to apologize.
I'm sorry for saying the baby looked like Bobby Brown. I didn't mean that.
That's okay. It's all good.
All right, you have a good one.
Okay.
RoyWoodJr.com.
RoyWoodJr.com.
Suckers.
Barbara in trouble.
Yo,
I hope
they called her a heifer,
a hoe,
a skeezer.
just all these names, and she got pregnant on your watch, and you did a bad job.
Go to the trunk and get that act right.
I hope Barbara don't live there with her mama still.
Look, man, oh, you gotta love George Carlin, and you definitely gotta love these prank calls, man. Oh, what? How have we been going so long without prank calls in our life? I'm loving that they're here now. I'm loving it. Y'all get at us in the comment section. Let us know what y'all think, man. Leave a like, share the video, subscribe, and stick around and stay tuned to the next reaction or to the next plane ride.
It's coming soon.
No, it is not.
I'll vlog it for y'all.
No, you will not. Till the
Yes,
next
I
reaction,
will.
we out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.